right to fair treatment. According to this particular right, both the customer and the bank have the right to be treated with courtesy. The customer should not be unfairly discriminated against on ground such as gender, age, religion, caste, physical disabilities when offering and delivering financial products. So this I have already explained to you that customers cannot be discriminated against on the basis of whether it is a female customer or a male customer or a Hindu customer or a Muslim customer. On these gender biases, on these religious biases, on these age biases, banking cannot be performed because a banker needs to provide all the financial state or the structures, all the financial instruments impartially to each and every person, each and every customer. Then the next one is right to transparency, fair and honest dealing. The bank should make every effort to ensure that the contracts or agreements it frames are transparent, easily understood, and well communicated to all the all the customers or all the clients. What does this mean? That the product's price, the risks associated this should be very clearly discussed with all the customers. There should be no gray area as far as the dealings of the banks are concerned. Then the next is that the customer should not be subject to unfair businesses or marketing practices, coercive contractual terms, or misleading representations. Which means that sometimes the banks do not share the complete information about a bank's dealings. For example, something as simple as probably corporate social responsibility, that where is the money that is being invested in corporate social responsibility going. So it is the responsibility of the banks to make all the statistics, whatever loans it is providing, whatever assets it has earned over a period of time, whatever liabilities it has, the various investments that it has over a period of time. All of these should be very clearly conveyed to the customer. And you know that mostly all the banks, they have annual reports which are available for the general public to be freely downloadable from their official websites. So in these annual reports, all the activities of the banks should need to be very clearly mentioned, so that there is no gray area as far as the transparency, fair and honest dealings of the banks is concerned. Then of course, over the course of the relationship, bankers cannot threaten the customers with physical harm or exert undue influence or engage in blatant harassment, which means that the bankers cannot forcibly ask the customers to invest their money. They cannot forcibly ask the customers to do a particular deal that they are not willing to do, or probably pay back the loan forcefully or through undue ways or methods. So this is very simple to understand, that banks need to provide these rights to the customers. Then the next is right to suitability. As I already mentioned earlier, very simple to understand, because at the end of the day, customers are gods, customers are kings. So it is most appropriate for the customers to demand those products. It is very obvious that customers would demand only those products which are suited to their particular needs. Products offered should be appropriate to the needs of the customers, and they should be based on the assessment of the customer's financial circumstances and understanding. So if a customer is from the agricultural background, or if a customer is a large businessman, or he is a small time business owner, there should be different financial instruments that should be dealing with each of these requirements of the customers, depending upon the type of investment that he wants. So you know, nowadays this is very common knowledge that most of the banks design products separately for separate class of customers. For example, there may be agricultural farmers, they have different types of schemes. Large businessmen such as Tata Birlas, Ambanis, they have different types of banking instruments. different types of banking investments. Salaried class people like you and me, your parents, my and me, we have different types of financial instruments. So banks need to design, because at the end of the day, if the customer is not happy, then then the bankers will not be able to prosper. As simple as that. So it is very important for banks to design products which are suitable to the customer's particular needs.